Brad. Oh no, Brad. Wake up, Brad Staggs.
With your traffic on the ones and sevens. Oh wait, I'm not there anymore. I was having a dream about what? Jennifer Aniston.
Oh,
I really did have a weird dream about Jennifer Aniston last night.
Well, share with
and
the
she
class.
was combing her hair.
Boring.
And she was looking for honest opinions. I told the story this morning when I was on my cold medicine or whatever the
man, you've been ill
for the Chingahorte virus, which is not an easy. That's you don't want it. I mean, just you don't want it.
What are some of the symptoms of the Chingahorte virus?
You're looking at it.
Yeah, that's rough, man.
You are looking at it.
I appreciate you being a part because I know that you've been sick.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, thank you.
I wouldn't miss this. How much is the check for?
I'm going through a tunnel. Sorry.
Is it a $500? I wouldn't miss this for $510.
So what did Jennifer Aniston do in your?
She wanted my honest opinion on how her hair looked, and it was weird because she was styling her hair with this, and I told it was a styrofoam bowl that had been formed into the shape of one of those stupid hats.
What the hell kind of?
I know. I have no idea. I had no idea where it came from. I don't know what it meant. But she wanted an honest opinion. I'm like, it looks fine. Your hair looks great. And no, I'm not like a fanboy because I don't really. I said I know you were on a show called Friends, but I never really watched it.
Okay.
And it was the weirdest damn thing. Wow. And then I woke up.
Styrofoam. Cool.
Bowl.
Yeah, thedailymojo.com is where everyone can find you, and you do a show that starts at 8 a.m. Eastern. Every Monday through Friday.
You just go through a bunch of Central times and now you're switching to Eastern?
No, I did Eastern time.
Why do we have to do? We're not in the Eastern time zone.
You were sleeping, man.
I knew something, but can you do that later tonight when I'm trying to go to sleep?
Most people live in the Eastern time zone, which is why I said that.
Is that true though?
Yes. Just you Google it while I intro Kelly. And by the way, you also do a Saturday morning thing at 10 a.m. Eastern.
Yes.
Right. Yes. At Real Brad Staggs with our buddy Jeff Fisher. Okay. Let me get Kelly Smith in here. Kelly, hi. That's I hope her microphone is not working again. See? I swear it has been going in and out the entire half hour leading up to this moment. At Kelly for Freedom. You should follow her. She didn't put it in her name there, but we could change that if you want to. At Kelly for Freedom on X. And if you're in the market for a house down in Austin, Texas, apparently the market not so good for the sellers. It might be a good time to buy. You could get down there. And there she is. Okay. Yeah, I got you now.
Yay!
Yes.
I apologize, guys. I'm having
what is happening? It's dropping out again. All right, I'm getting scared. That's the word. That's okay. Hey, you're among friends, so just take your time, and we'll figure it out. But I don't know where her real estate. Just Google Kelly Smith Austin.
Right. We already follow each other.
Homes and stuff. Are you looking for a home in Austin, Brad?
I love Austin, and I have not been down there in some time. But I always loved it when it was like, hey, what the hell's that? What is that? That was two of me.
I think we blame Kelly for that.
Okay,
there you go. No, I can hear you. Talk to us.
No, you can hear me.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I got the wired.
Yeah. Okay. Don't touch a thing. Just
don't even move.
Anything.
Remember this. Remember this.
Don't.
Oh, sorry.
Brad.
I have my antennas up.
Before we started, Brad taught Kelly how to transmit.
Right, and then try this one.
But you're gonna have to do that for 2 hours.
It works.
Anyway, keep Austin weird. As always.
Yeah. How is Austin these days?
Austin's kind of a mess. I'm not gonna lie. If you're buying, you're gold. You're set up. There's so much out there. Sellers are desperate. If you're selling, bring your patience. That's what I'm telling my sellers right now. It's a lot of fun. There's always people that are going to buy, that are going to sell. There's ghosts to be found in houses,
I love that. I would pay extra for a ghost in a house, actually.
I have had people that have requested that. I had clients my first year. They were vampires. They live their lives as vampires. And we're searching for haunted houses.
Did they have like the pointy teeth and everything?
Were they pale?
They had the pointy teeth. She wore a black corset and had a bat purse at closing. It was they were swingers too. It was so interesting.
Like upside down by their feet on the
no, Brad. We'll explain later.
Kind of swinger.
Hang on.
That's so cool. I love to swing like that.
No. We'll explain later. I said. So the vampire
sounds like fun.
The swinging vampire couple from Austin.
Yes.
Okay.
Were they hot?
Oh my gosh. Are swinging hot?
Was she hot?
Holy crap.
She was cute. She was cute.
Okay, that is cute. Keith. That is not an illegitimate question. That is a perfectly acceptable question.
So
in hashtag 2025.
What we do on the Thursday deep dive
is
not talk about swinging.
Why? I love to swing.
No, you told me to talk with my friends at the bar.
Yeah,
will you push me if I get on the swing?
You got me. I would. Yeah. If you're wearing clothes like a shirt.
Can Kelly watch while you
swing?
Sweet Lord. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the topics at hand. Kelly was brought in here because remember, Kelly was on a Friday live stream when me and JP from Mercury One, we were hanging out, and Kelly was sharing some thoughts about, I don't know, some topics that I was like, oh my gosh, we got to have you on to talk about. And then here we go. And
no, you skipped a whole step in there because then you called me and you're like, hey, will you? And then we were supposed to, all three of us. And then
she bailed.
Kelly got she read up on me and thought, hell no, I'm not doing that.
Like, hey,
he's a good way of getting the Chingahorte virus. And she's like, hell no, I'm not getting anywhere near him. And
so she had a conflict come up for the Barflee 4. That's right, Brad. You know what, Brad? Now I'm pissed at her. Now I'm not happy. So
thank you.
For reminding me. But so we scheduled it as soon as we could, and here we are. It's May 1st, and we're going to do a Barflee
May Day.
It's May Day.
It is May Day. May-Sember if you're a mom.
I'm sorry, what?
May-Sember is what we call it. It's the end of the school year. So you're going to have 57 more field trips, class parties, water day, spirit day, teachers' presents, friends' presents, summer birthdays, all of the May things. May-Sember.
May is seriously, in this household, May is the most chaotic month. I'm hoping this year it's different because 2 of the 3 kids aren't in school anymore, but all the events, all of the, all of the theater stuff, all of the sports coming down to all the tournaments and everything. May. I never heard of it as May-Sember, but
because it's like Christmas, but without any of the presents. You just, it's all the nonsense of running around.
And when your kids can't drive, you're having to be in 10 places at once. Yes.
And you're questioning all of your life's choices. And you're wondering why the hell did I even get myself in this position? And what happened?
You're like,
where did I zig when I should have zagged?
You're like, okay, so the boy's getting an award for being awesome at scouting. The girl's playing a softball game, but her team's an 8 seed. Honestly, they don't really have a fighting chance to win this game. I guess I'll go to the boys' event. I'll go to the boys' event. Anyway, no. All right, so let's get to the stuff, shall we? Let's see. I think what started the whole thing, the conversation, and the oh no, Brad's.
Well, no, I was just going to say, just real quickly, can you tell me or not? If I play something over on what should show up as Brad's screen.
I see Brad's.
Are you getting it, and can you hear it?
I can see you on Brad's screen. Like I got
see me.
Okay, I got 2 Brads.
All right.
Do you want me to put that green screen Brad up?
No.
I love that behind the scenes shot though.
Oh no, I'm jealous. He understood the assignment.
Yeah.
No,
you never said any elements I'd like to point out, Kelly. Did you? If you have pictures or something, we're gonna have to reenact them. You know what I mean? Like I'm not reenacting the Kurt Cobain death, but within reason.
Not a good one. That's. I've had a lot to talk about with Kurt Cobain.
Yeah. Okay. So Kurt Cobain.
Did I disappear?
No, I got you. I mean, down there below, it's just a blank screen. Down there below. There's not much going on. It just says Brad's screen, and then it's empty.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Anyway,
can we talk about the
death Rusty
of Kurt Cobain? Good Lord. Now, I'm not a fan of Nirvana, but
I gotta go.
Oh, no kidding. I'm not either, but I kind of like them.
To deny their place in rock history and their influence in the early 90s. I mean, you gotta give them their due as far as influence goes. And I remember where I was when you heard the news that Kurt Cobain was dead. You know exactly where you were.
Same.
And it always seemed
I don't
a little. Oh no.
Okay. I don't remember where I was when I found out Kurt Cobain was dead. I mean, really? I remember him dying, but
okay. I 100% remember.
All right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. It's kind of embarrassing. Do you want me to tell you where I was? Okay.
I don't know.
All right. I think it might have been a Friday night. It was a weird night of the week for my church to be doing an event. I remember that. And you know what? It was, how about extremes for music? Roswell Street Baptist Church hosted in Marietta, Georgia, Michael W. Smith. I was at a Michael W. Smith concert.
There are worse places to be.
There's worse places to be, but I'm telling you, if you're talking about Nirvana and Michael W. Smith, and right before it started, the news started spreading. I mean, nobody had a phone. This was 93. Kelly, is that what it was?
It was 94.
94. Okay, yeah. 94. So anyway, and I just remember it. I'm like
31 years ago.
Yes, it's just
he's been gone longer than he was alive. He's in the 27 club, which makes it even spookier.
Okay, that's another topic, man. A lot of
the what?
When you get to 27, you die club. If you're a musician.
If you're a celebrity, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Kurt Cobain. There's some other big ones.
Man.
Isn't 27?
Mama Cass? I forget.
That might be true. Somebody grok it real quick.
The irony with Mama Cass choking on a chicken bone.
But again, I don't know that that's 100% accurate.
What
is it?
That she died? That Mama Cass died of a chicken bone, or that she died when she was 27?
No, I don't think she died on eating.
Yes, she did.
Are we sure?
No.
I like. First of all, Kelly's mic's gone again. I like how Kelly just said yes. Now we're just gonna have to read her lips. I saw. No, it's not. I like how she said "grok it" instead of Google it. Grok it.
Grok it. Yeah. It says heart attack.
When I hear you again, I will tell you.
Elliot did not die from choking on a ham sandwich.
Sorry. How would you like to be known in history, especially when it's not accurate?
Right.
She
might as. What's the difference? She's still dead.
What difference does it make?
What's different?
Does it make? Ham sandwich or pneumonia?
Right.
What was it? Does it say how she died?
Heart attack. It says after choking on a ham sandwich.
No, come on.
What?
It was? Okay, there's Kelly. It was a ham
sandwich.
Shut up.
It what?
Can you hear me?
She says it was a ham sandwich.
Brad's lying.
No, it was. It says a heart attack. There were no drugs in her system. Ironically, though, Keith Moon, the drummer for The Who, died in the same bedroom. Mama Cass was 32, so was he.
Oh
shit! Is there? So we got the 27 club and the 32 club. So Mama Cass and Keith Moon both.
Just to check here, was Keith Moon and Mama Cass in the same bedroom at the same time? Because that would kill me.
No, no. And if she were on top of him, it'd kill him. But
that's what I'm saying.
She's lost a lot of weight though in the past.
Okay, I got it.
They were both 32 years old, so they were 27 plus 5. What are you thumbs downing? I'm
trying to tell her without interrupting you, but if she doesn't look at the camera or the computer monitor, she won't see me doing thumbs down.
She's.
You know what? Just call me. I'm going to hold your microphone up for the entirety of the show. We've done it before. It wouldn't be unprecedented. So pick up your cell phone and just call me, and I'll just do this.
Is this a good time for me to negotiate me running all the technical crap through my? Oh,
yeah, you should do that. We should make that happen.
No, I heard her voice there for a second.
You volunteered yourself, bro.
I did not.
Yes, you did. Everyone witnessed it. Brad Staggs wants to take on the role of technical producer of At the Mic Shows. Oh, look at you. Oh, that's cute. That's cute, Brad. Nice. Okay, I'm just waiting for Kelly to call me. No. I'm just gonna
hold on. I'm gonna go look at the comments. I'm gonna go look at your moon. Hang on a second here. If I do that, that makes it bigger.
The entirety of the show, I'm gonna be like this, holding up my microphone or holding.
That's how we do calls. Wade Robertson says, try unclicking the mute button.
Is the mute button clicked? Oh, she's like, I'm blonde, but I'm not blonde.
Danny says, poor Kelly.
Yeah, I mean, we wanna hang.
Jim
up.
Morrison was 27. Julie Forever.
Mm-hmm.
Hi Lap. What up? Just what we need. It's Brad's fault. It's not. No, it's not.
No, there's something with.
How much has been my fault ever?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even steal those quarters out of my mom and dad's change jar to buy Spider-Man comics when I was 12.
Are you the reason they got divorced, bro?
You're the reason. You're the reason mommy and daddy don't live together anymore, honey. They hated you. Although I did walk in on them one day, and it was, you don't ever want to see that.
Oh my gosh! Oh,
ever. I was in third.
Kelly, please call me so that we don't have to listen to stories of Brad.
So anyway, then at the beginning of when I was 10. Let me tell you a story about how I was climbing a tree, and I had a wart.
Oh, look at this! Hold on, I've got a call here. Hang on. It says it's oh, it's my crap. Now, how is this gonna work?
I don't know, but so far I'm having a damn good time.
Because I'm gonna hear myself.
Can we still blame? Wade says, "Can we still blame Ron?" Yes, it's more fun. Yes. If he takes the producer job, no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I'm so sorry.
No, hang on.
Michael Daniel says, get on with it.
Yeah, well, Michael needs to relax. Okay, this is free entertainment, and you're welcome.
Wait, he's the real Mike Daniels.
Okay.
Hang on. Okay, so Brad,
yes,
you're not gonna be able to hear Brad though. Is the thing,
yeah.
Kelly? Just letting you know. So
wait a second, Brad, you can. You know what? Just three. Just three-way.
What a shit show.
Okay. How do I do it?
Just
add a call. Hang on, add a call.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, Brad, what's your number? Because it won't let me. Tell everyone your number, Brad. Hang on. Hang on, I got you. Hang on.
The funny thing is I think you can, if you Google me.
Yeah. Oh, give people the option to do that.
I'm pretty sure that you can find out, because I was looking at it the other day.
All over the internet. I get all kinds of weird stuff all the time.
Hang on a second. I called Brad. Let's see if this merges or whatever. Brad, it's calling you. We're calling Brad. Okay.
All right. There's that. All right. So I don't need.
This isn't gonna work.
I don't need to hear it. So if Kelly, can you hear me?
Sweet Lord, make it stop. No. Oh, merge. I'm sorry. I feel like such a boomer. Never mind. Stand by. Stand by.
Boomer.
Okay. Conference call. Here we are.
Okay. So you can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So we can all hear each other. Well, gee, that's one problem solved.
Listen, all you patient friends on Twitter.
I don't know. Can y'all hear her okay?
I can hear.
Y'all hear me okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Good.
I can hear her just fine.
Good. This is a little awkward because I can't hear. I don't even need these. I don't need these earbuds anymore.
Didn't work.
Or do I, Brad? Brad talks or something. Okay, no, I don't need.
I can hear Brad.
Okay, I'm not gonna get tennis elbow doing this, but this will be fun. So okay. All right. So let's start with Kurt Cobain. I want to play a video here with my limited available digits. I want to play this video to kind of set you up and see if you want to comment off of this. I don't know who this is. I don't know what he's talking about. It's just when I saw
it's a way to get off the screen. That's all. It's just a way to get me off the screen.
When I saw this 2 months ago, I said, "Hey, pull this for when Kelly's on," and I haven't watched it since. So here we go. All right, hey, wait, now I got to reach back over here, and this is awkward.
I've gathered a team of people who have been working with a prominent lawyer based out of Seattle and will soon be presenting evidence to the Seattle Police Department. This evidence is more than enough to change the ruling of Kurt Cobain's death from suicide to undetermined or murder. Kurt's death was ruled a suicide the same day his body was found without any investigation. We have a witness who was at the house the night that Kurt was shot, and he's now lawyered up and waiting to testify. He and other witnesses saw Kurt get physically taken to the greenhouse against his will.
What?
Soon after that, the witnesses heard a gunshot coming from the greenhouse. The evidence suggests that Kurt was already dead when the gun was fired. The witnesses have never been questioned by the Seattle Police Department, but they're going to be. This is about truth. It's about justice, justice for Kurt, for his family, for his fans, and for the American people. It's about ending 30 years of needless copycat suicides that occur every year on April 5th. None of us were there the night that Kurt was shot. Let's try to keep an open mind about this topic until the authorities can conduct a proper investigation. Please enjoy the episode and the update on the Cobain case. Please subscribe to Matt Bell Limitless on YouTube for additional updates. This is a difficult episode.
Please enjoy the episode.
Enjoy the episode. And we'll take it from here. Thank you, sir.
First of all, there were copycat suicides. If you're going to off yourself, please don't, first of all. But if you're going to do it, good grief, that is like one of the most difficult ways. It's damn near impossible to do it, which is what started the whole ball rolling down the hill in the first place.
Yeah. This isn't going to work. I'm going to do my best, Joe. Kelly, what say you?
So we were talking about the Soaked in Bleach, the Kurt and Courtney. Okay, do you want me to start over? Am I good?
No, you keep talking. I'm going to watch the comments as my audio engineers.
Yes, friends in the comments, don't roast me. I'm doing my best. All right, so Soaked in Bleach. I'm going to start with that. So Kurt checks himself into rehab in LA, right? End of March 1994. The whole band gets together. Everybody's like, hey, dude, like, your heroin use is getting out of control. We want you to get some help. He's like, all right, cool. He just had a kid, trying to get himself together. So he goes to rehab. He's there for a couple of days, and Courtney, like, keeps calling him and calling him and calling him. Finally, she talks him into leaving this rehab. Story is, he goes outside, smokes a cigarette, jumps a fence, takes off out of rehab, gets on a plane to Seattle, right? So this is where the story, like, starts.
Okay.
So Courtney, like, the day that she gets him to leave, and I guess it was Easter, she's trying to find a private investigator to help her find him. She's in LA, like, doing a
hit pause. Hey, somebody comment. How's the audio? I'm waiting for y'all to tell me. Go ahead, continue.
All right. So she's, like, calling around trying to find a private investigator to help her find Kurt Cobain, who she told to leave. Okay. She ends up finding this guy named Tom Grant, and he's on Twitter. He's got a whole page and everything, tweets about it a lot. He is legit. He's retired, like, LAPD. I think he might have done some time in the military, but like a legit dude, right? So he talks to her. He's like, all right, I'll help you. They agree upon it. And she sends him to Seattle. So this is where it starts getting weird. He goes to Seattle, and she's, like, sending him on this wild goose chase. First, she hooks him up with one of Kurt's friends. His name is Dylan Carlson. And she's like, oh, check this hotel. Oh, check this person's house. Oh, he might be at his drug dealer. Just sending him all over the place, right? He goes to the house a couple of times. She neglects to tell him about the nanny. And that's who I think that the guy in your video is talking about. So they had this nanny, and his name was Callie DeWitt. He was Courtney Love's drug dealer that she just, like, moved in and called him the nanny for Francis, but, like, was selling him drugs, right? So he's living in the house. So Kurt's, like, missing for a couple of days. The Tom Grant, goes back and forth to the house. Nobody tells him about the greenhouse. How he found him in the greenhouse.
Right.
So finally, a couple days go by. She's, like, not being transparent with him. He's starting to get suspicious. And then one morning, for whatever reason, Courtney calls an electrician to go out just to the greenhouse. The electrician finds Kurt Cobain there. His body's there. He's been there for 3 or 4 days. I'm not really sure. And that's when the whole story, starts getting gnarly. So the first thing that's weird in all of this. So when Tom Grant gets to Seattle, the first thing he does is check the house, right? Nobody's in it, no Kurt. She doesn't see the nanny drug dealer. Nobody's there. They leave. They come back a couple of days later, and there's this note on the stairs. And supposedly it's from Courtney Love saying, Kurt, I love you. Come back for our kids. But she's in LA. And then the nanny's there. And he's like, I don't know where this note came from. And then I think it was the next day they ended up finding him. That was the weird thing. All right. So why Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain?
Okay, so hold on. Is that your working theory that Courtney Love?
She had, yeah.
Okay. All right. And so off of that premise that, oh my gosh, Brad, are you did we interrupt an alien autopsy? Holy shnikes. That's the next topic. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, all right. So your theory is that we need to focus on the talented Courtney Love and the nanny working together.
The nanny. Mm-hmm.
But they together. Okay, go ahead.
The rumor is so they did not have a prenup. And the rumor is that he had been approached to do Lollapalooza that year, or 95, I think. And they offered him $20 million or whatever to do Lollapalooza, and he turned it down.
Wow.
And so
me too. I mean, I turned down a little bit less, but yeah, they came to me as well.
So Courtney loses her mind over all this. He says he wants a divorce, but there's no prenup in place, so he's not going to get anything. She's not going to get anything, and she's not going to get the Lollapalooza money. So that kind of starts spiraling this whole thing.
Okay.
Everything if he's dead, right?
Right.
But nothing if he divorces her.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
So the whole crime scene is funky. You want to talk about the crime scene for a second?
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. There's no prenup, and he turns down big money payday. Again, this is all circumstantial, but he becomes more valuable to her dead than alive because then she inherits his estate, I assume. Yes, being his wife.
And he would get custody of the kid probably because there was the whole thing after Francis was born that she did an interview and like flippantly said something along the lines of using heroin when she was pregnant.
Oh! So you're saying if there was a divorce? I got you.
So she lose the money, lose access to him, and lose the kid.
Got it.
So the motive, right?
Yes.
Like what else?
Okay.
Motive means an opportunity.
Yeah. Dad, all of her problems are solved. Means she's got the drug dealer that lives with them that did all of the bidding. She's not there. Her hands are clean. She called the PI as a red herring that sent him on a wild goose chase. Where I'm going with this.
Okay.
All right. So crime scene.
Hang on, Brad wants to.
I was thinking. So this is kind of like she's hiding in the open because, I mean, who's going to try and convict her?
Right. She's like a Clinton.
Right. Yeah. She really is because she was rock royalty at the time, really, and no one's going to go after her. So she knew she could stand right there and almost pull the trigger herself, and no one was gonna take her down because she was that powerful in that world. Plus, the people that she was dealing with. How did she get the cops? I wonder, though. To
ask your question, and then I want to say something before she answers. How did she get the cops to what?
But and I'm not even sure what the question, if it was fully formed. Just go on and let me see if I can rethink what I was saying.
So let me just, for the audience sake, I'm doing my best on Brad's audio because you see Brad's on the phone and on microphone. So when he is asking a question or chiming in, I have to pull him away from the microphone. So then Kelly, if you want to wait to respond, then I can pull the phone back. You see? So I'm just saying, I hate to explain this on the fly, but that's where we're at. Okay, Kelly, go ahead.
We're coming up with solutions on the fly.
On the fly.
Like
That's what I keep doing. I'm looking for a cord that might be able to fix this, but so that's why I'm looking around while you're talking. So,
to get on the phone with us. Okay.
Ish.
I hope your audience doesn't drag me. I love your audience. Because I was really excited.
You know what? They better not, because again, I'd like to remind them this is free. Okay. All right.
And worth every penny.
Worth every penny.
Next time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, so I think if we don't cover all the topics today, Kelly, you're coming back for Barflee 6 when you get a hard-lined microphone. Anyway, continue, please.
Shake on it. Deal.
Okay.
Deal. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So what was the thing with the Brad, did you have a question about the police or something?
No, I can't remember what it was now.
Thank goodness. I don't want to keep pulling the phone back and forth.
Me either.
So she got the police there by calling the electrician. So the electrician goes
that's
out,
what I do.
And I think it was, I forget, it was something really mundane, like to put in a light switch or an alarm or something. He goes up to the greenhouse and it had, like a window screen door, and you can see Kurt laying right there. Calls his boss immediately, and then they call the police from there. So that's how the police were notified. And then Tom gets up that morning because it was real early in the morning, 7 or 8 in the morning. Tom gets up. He's like, day number 7 of trying to find Kurt Cobain, and turns on the news, and they're like, we found Kurt Cobain's body. And he's like, why didn't anybody tell me about the greenhouse? Like, WTF, right?
That's weird.
So, it's strange, right? Why would you? I'm putting on, I'm a wife. If my husband is missing for 5 or 6 or 7 days, I'm not calling an electrician to fix a light fixture or something.
That's true. Yeah, look, hubby will turn up, but in the meantime, this switch has been out in the greenhouse for the longest time. It's really starting to piss me off.
Like what?
Is that where the hold on? A serious question. Do you know? Is that where the electrician's assignment was, in that greenhouse? Do we know?
Yes, and the greenhouse was detached from the main house. There's the main house, and then you go up the driveway. It's a garage, and the greenhouse is on top of the garage. It's a separate structure from the actual house. So it wouldn't be like he's going to the house to do something. This was intentional.
Did Kurt? Did he vanish? I don't know. He's a rock star. Did he ever just disappear for days at a time? Do we know?
No, not that I could. No.
Okay.
Lost his heart. Not till he died.
Okay. You and Brad, I swear, with your death humor.
You notice he hasn't released any songs since his death either?
He actually did.
Oh, he did. Busted, Brad. Nice try. Oh.
It's called You Know You're Right. And apparently
I never really liked Kelly, just for the record.
Dave Grohl has said that he has just a stash of music that they've recorded that he will not release because Courtney would get the rights to everything, get paid on everything, and he will not release it. That's what they say.
Because she would profit, because she would benefit. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because they never got a divorce. They were still legally married.
Oh, right.
No prenup, no nothing. Because they went through a huge battle after he died.
Hold on. But who is standing in the way of the new Nirvana music from being released?
Dave Grohl says.
Dave Grohl. I didn't hear you say that. Okay, and that makes total sense.
I think Chris Novoselic. I think the two of them have.
Hold on. Could he? And I don't know the answer to this. Could Dave Grohl pull a Radiohead and put the album online for free and just say, we're giving it away? Just a thought.
I like it. I don't know. I'm not legal. All I know are conspiracy theories.
Okay. I'm not the legal department. I'm the conspiracy department. Okay. So body gets found by the electrician. Then what happens?
Body gets found by the electrician. So this is where it gets weird. The whole crime scene thing to me, the story, there's pieces of it that you're like, wait a minute, that's weird. But then the whole crime scene is mystery. So we all know that he shot himself in the mouth, right? He had 3 times the lethal limit of heroin in his system.
Lethal. That should have killed him.
lethal, killed him, and Xanax or Valium in his system on top of it, right? So, do regular users have a higher tolerance? Yes, obviously. Now, regular users, when they die, and I looked this up, I got numbers out. The average milliliter per liter of morphine, it's 0.35, right? That's what most people die from. And people, these are mostly addicts.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Right. Kurt was 1.52.
Holy crap. So 5 times, really. 4 times.
Yeah. And Valium in a system on top of it. So he shoots himself. We'll get into that in a minute.
So hold on, before you say this, before you do this, I'm just playing devil's advocate. Let's say he did kill himself after injecting heroin into him. I have no idea. If there's a heroin addict on the line, please chime in on the chat. I just wonder how long from the injection until you don't have your faculties where you, especially if it's going to be 3 or 4 times as much, where you can kill yourself. Okay.
We're right, because that's part of my argument too. Because when they find heroin users that have died, usually they're slumped over, they still got the needle in their arm and the tourniquet on or whatever.
Right, okay.
So that's cool. Kurt, they found the needle is out of his arm, and his cat, he put the cat back on it.
What?
He had a cigar box next to him with a spoon and shit in it. Back in the cigar box, picks up his gun, aims it, and shoots himself. With 3 times the lethal amount.
Right, because every time I see something like in the movies or whatever, it's like the hit is instant, right? Like,
right, yes. Yeah, and I've never done it either, but like from my understanding, it's like.
Brad, why don't you enlighten us? How long till you inject yourself until you feel it?
3.5 minutes.
You did Google it, didn't you?
He did Google it.
I don't like Brad. He's not playing.
All right, so
I'm trying not to interrupt, so I don't have to be pulled away.
Pull the phone away.
Right.
Continue, Kelly. Okay, go ahead. So in other words, the crime scene, if you will, or the heroin paraphernalia was neatly tucked away, put up, nice and neat, because when I'm getting high, okay, the first thing I do is I make sure that I put everything in its right place.
With 5 times the normal, with a lethal amount of heroin in your system.
Come on.
Cleaning up after himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the next thing is, so he kills himself with a shotgun, right? And Kurt Cobain was not a very big man. I think he was 5'7", 5'8", which is shorter than me, little guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he was sitting down, and he had his shoes on. Okay, so like, think of the physics of
Sorry, I got another call here.
Guy. Oh my god! And he's getting the shotgun.
Sorry, this is an important moment in the conspiracy theory. Let's wait until Scam Likely stops calling me.
Oh, Scam Likely, yeah.
You get calls from Scam Likely too?
Wow.
Son of a bitch has all the free time in the world. Okay, all right. Are we done, Scam Likely? You always know it's a scam when it's from the area code of your own phone number.
Oh yeah.
Okay, continue, please. He's done calling.
Okay. The logistics of the shotgun. Did y'all hear me? Well, I'll start over. So Kurt's a small guy.
Yeah, small guy, 5'7".
5'8", sitting down with a shotgun. Shoes are on. You can see it in the pictures from the crime scene. How does a 5'7" person pull a shotgun inside your mouth with your shoes on? That's the second part that bothers me.
I mean,
that's a good point.
It's kind of morbid, but I kind of want to go get a shotgun and.
Well, the point is you can't stick your toe in the trigger guard if your shoe is on.
Okay,
like, how do you reach it?
Sorry, my bad. I wasn't thinking.
On copious amounts of heroin.
Yeah.
That you just put back in the box. Let's see. There were no fingerprints on the shotgun at all. He didn't have gloves on or anything, but they dusted it. No fingerprints on the shotgun.
Do we know how? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking.
How what?
I was trying to figure out how long. Hold on. Give me a second here. Do you have to use your feet I'm sorry. I've never put the barrel of a shotgun in my mouth. You know.
He was like 5'7".
So probably, I feel like, not that I've tried this. I feel like if I tried it, my arms could make it down there. No.
There. Maybe, but
I've got long arms.
But then the problem is you're pushing the gun away from you.
Yeah. Okay.
There's all kinds of physics stuff that's weird. Okay. Is it possible? Maybe.
Got it. No, you're right.
Sure.
Continue.
Okay. Then we talked about this. I don't remember if it was on the show or it was before. And they immediately, it was your clip. Immediately ruled it a suicide. They didn't do a gunshot residue test on his hands. They cremated him like the next day, and
that stuff pisses me off when they all of a sudden things get, when it's suspicious. Boy, let's do this quickly. Let's clean up the crime scene. Let's bury the body. Let's do all this stuff. What is that?
And this is one of my favorite parts. The medical examiner. Guess who he used to do marketing and party with?
Oh no. Did he?
Courtney Love.
Who, by the way, is looking really rough these days.
Oh, bless her.
Newsflash. She's always looked rough. Okay, so say that again.
I texted you an image, by the way, Keith.
I don't know that I want to look. Okay, so say that again. Who was the?
Okay. So the medical examiner, the guy that did the autopsy, that ruled it a suicide, right away, that didn't check for the gunshot residue. He was in the Seattle grunge scene and did like promos and stuff, and used to party with Courtney Love. They have a connection.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then there's we'll tie in some other.
Hang on a second. This is really important.
Oh, sorry.
No, nothing to apologize.
It's you've probably seen it, Kelly. It's the image of the cop holding the rifle. Holding the shotgun.
Right. Here we go. Seattle. So I'm not gonna be able to hold this up, and y'all hear Kelly at the same time. So I mean, this is we're roughing it, y'all. Brad, can you get this image on your screen while she talks?
But I don't. But right now you can't see my screen for whatever reason.
Oh yeah, that's true. Hold on.
And I don't even know why that happens.
Hang on. I got the most asinine freaking update from Samsung the other night, and now I can't find anything. Hang on. This is the image that you just sent me. All right. This is Seattle police detective Mike Shazinski holding Kurt Cobain's suicide shotgun. Now this is in 2016. Okay. Could Cobain have reached the trigger? And
sure, our phone numbers aren't like scrolling across the top.
No, they're not. I'm very careful. See that? There you go. You want to comment on this? So he's holding it.
Yeah, that's a really long shotgun.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you. I didn't think you'd notice.
Because see the top. I mean, look at that right there. I mean, wow, that's a lot of length.
And Kurt was sitting down.
Poor word choice. Poor word
choice.
Yeah, okay, sorry. So say that again. He was sitting down, not standing up. Yes, exactly. Which makes it even more impossible.
And his shoes were on. You could see them in the crime scene photo. There's a crime scene photo of him laying there, and it's like chest down. You can't see his head or anything, but you can see like the bottom of his shirt. You can see the cigar box that he neatly capped up his heroin in, and you can see his shoes. He's got black Vans on, I think it is. Okay. So they can't say like he pulled it with his toe or whatever.
Right. Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm busy.
God, are you people still drinking?
No, you're good. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. Oh,
that's what I do is I hide my vodka in Dr. Pepper too.
I don't have enough hands to do. Okay, enough of this talk. Continue, please.
That's fair. Okay, so then the other one, Brad and I were talking about it a little before we came on. It was on the Kirk Courtney. So the first documentary, it was in the late 90s. So he died in 94. This was like 97 or 98 or something. And it's like some dude with a camcorder, and he goes to Seattle, and he talks to a bunch of people. It's super interesting. I think you can only find it on YouTube now. But he talks to this guy, and his stage name was El Duce, okay? And El Duce was this big, punk rock, slimy, gnarly dude. And he claims And right around the time that Cobain died, right before, Courtney Love offered him $50,000 to take out Kurt Cobain.
Oh shit!
So they do this interview, and it's all y'all can watch it. Like, it's on YouTube. You know, he's standing there in front of some like trailer park. There's some chick screaming in the background.
Oh, classy.
I swear to God. Yeah, it's awesome. Like 3 days later, dude dies, gets hit by a train, and dies.
Okay, see, all right, I don't care for this, man. This now, see, I've never spent a lot of time thinking about the Kurt Cobain death and suicide, reported suicide, but I've always heard rumblings. You start spitting out facts like that. Now I'm getting a little suspicious, you know.
Well, and that's just it. That first documentary, the Kurt and Courtney thing. I remember seeing that early mid-aughts and thinking, she killed him. She had him killed. There's just it all made perfect sense. And you know, Courtney Love, if you've ever been through a divorce, you know, people can get crazy, and that made absolute perfect sense that she would have been like, screw this, I'm going to have him offed.
I don't like it. It is sad, man. That sucks. How many kids do they have, Kelly?
Just one, Frances, who just had a baby. This is like so poetic, like so 90s poetic. I don't know if y'all knew this. She just got married and had a baby with Tony Hawk's son.
Oh, that is 90s.
No way.
Like 90s royalty.
I love Tony Hawk's.
Right?
Yeah. Can you skateboard, or are you a poser?
I'm just I can't ride a skateboard to save my ass. I look like a total dumbass on the skateboard.
You know what I used to do? Hold on. You know what I used to do? The only thing I could do on a skateboard is Nana and Papa used to live at the top of this hill in their neighborhood, and about 3 houses up from the very top. And I would take the skateboard and I would lay. Now I want you to imagine kids doing this today. People would have a panic attack. And there's no helmets involved, nothing like that. And I would get on this is the only thing I could do on a skateboard is I would lay on my belly at the very top of this very high hill and go flying down it in the neighborhood. And you had to hope that nobody came to the intersection at the bottom of the hill at the time I was flying by there. I mean, I was booking it, man. And
that's a good way to drag your junk on the asphalt too.
Nah, trust me, there were parameters involved that protected the junk, okay? Just don't worry about my junk. Okay, continue, please, Kelly.
I'm always worried about your junk, Keith. I can't help it.
Look, I haven't had that much to drink.
The last one big point that I've got to with all of it is the shotgun shell. The way that the gun was positioned should have shot up and to the right, and it was found to the left of him. Oh, we didn't talk about the. Oh, no,
that's right. I'd forgotten about that. It would have had to like jump over the gun. Yeah, that's right.
The way that it was.
You know what she's saying, Keith?
It had it. It was supposed to shoot out to the right, then up and out to the right. They had a trajectory guide be like, okay, yeah, this is where it should have landed, and it was over here. It was on the wrong side of the gun.
All right.
Was there anything it could have hit and bounced off of?
You know, Hole has this pretty decent album.
I love Hole.
You know, but now I'm pissed. Now I don't like their songs. Now
you don't like Hole anymore? Everybody loves Hole.
That's another good one too. So
what? Say that again. Say that again, Kelly.
The suicide notes that they found.
Okay. What did it say?
So, in the greenhouse, so it's a greenhouse, right? And on the sides of the greenhouse are like planter boxes. There's like nothing else. There's like a chair in there, and like maybe a shovel, and then just like empty dirt planter boxes. And in one of the planter boxes, there's like a piece of paper, and there was a pen stuck through it into the dirt, like so dramatic, right? And in it says to Boda, which was like his childhood imaginary friend. And it's this nice note, and like it all kind of flows, and I'm sure you can find it or Google it. And it's so the theory, the saying is that it was like he was getting out of music, right? Well, at the very end of it, the handwriting doesn't match. Okay, and there's like 4 lines, and it says like, "Take care of Francis. I love you, Courtney. Go on." And it doesn't match, right? So they find that at the scene. A couple of days later, Kurt and Courtney had a lawyer. Her name was Rosemary Carroll. And at some point during the chaos, I think right after they found the body, Courtney goes over to the lawyer's house and leaves her backpack there.
Uh-oh.
Lawyer, what? Did you lose me?
No, I'm like, she left her backpack there. Uh-oh.
Rosemary opens the backpack. And what does she find in the backpack?
Uh-oh.
And it was her own words. It was handwriting practice notes.
Oh, shit! That's a smoking gun!
No, that was at the scene next to Kurt.
Oh, yeah! Well played! Yeah!
And the handwriting practice notes, like, matched what was at the end of her, the suicide.
Wow.
Scene that didn't match.
Well, so hang on. Continue, and then I have a question for you.
I mean, it's just, that's pretty much it. She was practicing the last forgery, so she found this note that he had written, and the theory, the legend is that it was to his fans. He was stepping back from music. He wanted to focus on being a dad. He was going to do stuff with REM. And he was, like, putting it all together as kind of like a goodbye to his fans, leaving music. And then she finds it, scribbles some crap on the bottom to make it look like a suicide note, right? And then they find the practice that matches the script.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
What is your question?
I just sent.
Hang on. I'm gonna mute Brad for just a second. Just talk. No, hang on. Just keep talking through the phone there, because I don't want the echo while I go and pee. See
me or him?
You go, Brad. Ask your question.
Oh, gotcha. No, I was gonna say. Oh God, now I hear me. Okay, if I do that, all right. Now we'll have to just take those out because I can't hear me anyway. So I just sent Keith the note that I think you were talking about, Kelly.
The suicide note?
To him, so I don't know if he's going to be able to show it or not, but he might be able to. And I would show it to you, but obviously,
because it doesn't flow.
And I can't hear you.
Oh.
Can I hear? No, I can. Yes, go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it doesn't flow with the rest of the letter. The handwriting isn't the same as the letter. And then I guess it's been a while since I've looked at it all, but what was written those last 4 lines, like you can see some of the words being practiced in the practice notes.
Is that
like
you can't see that. Keith, I texted it to you.
Oh, but my phone's busy. Hang on. I'm going to just keep you muted, because then I can just use your audio through here. Then I don't have to worry about it. Hang on. Y'all don't say anything. Hang on. Did I miss anything good, by the way? Hang on.
No, we were still just talking about the note.
Okay. Oh, my gosh. This stupid-ass update from Samsung. You're going to hear from me. Hang on. Look at this. Here's the note, y'all. Hang on. So it's... See if y'all can tell. So here's the note, right? So you're saying, and I don't have time to read the note on the fly without.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is probably a legit Kurt Cobain note.
Yes.
Okay, so
the top part.
Okay, so watch this. That's Kurt's handwriting right now. Here's the last 4. I'm gonna try to frame it so that y'all can see. Half of his, and then the other half is the handwriting that does not match at all. Can y'all see that? Look at the top, and then look at that. Why doesn't it focus? Look at that. I can see it. That is. Boy, this is.
And in the practice notes, they found those like words in there. Like it wasn't exactly like what it said.
So it wasn't just like practicing a parent's signature before you turn in the field trip slip. It was those exact phrases. Okay.
Yeah.
So to the video we played there, and I'm so bad at who was that, by the way? Oh crap, I don't have it anymore. Anyway, are the police, did they reopen this case?
So they reopened it in 2016. So Soaked in Bleach comes out in 2015. And immediately Courtney starts working on Montage of Heck. And if you watch them, spend some time, like when you have like a rainy Sunday, watch the both of them and you can tell the contrast. Because Soaked in Bleach was written by the PI that he hired, or she hired, excuse me, that, you know, I'm going to go find Kurt Cobain. And then as it unfolds, he's like, wait a minute, like, she did this, right?
Yeah.
And then the Montage of Heck was written by Courtney Love, and it spins it very much into, you know, his drug use and depression, and he killed himself, and, you know, was there some of that? Absolutely. You know, like, can both things be true? Yes. But the whole thing just stinks, you know, but watch both of them. And I mean, you can see, like, it's her PR control. So sorry, going back to your question. So 2015 Soaked in Bleach comes out, and then they reopened it, I think in 16 or 17. And it was that picture. They came out, they got the gun. They're like, we were re-examining this. And everybody's holding their breath. And they're like, nope, it was suicide. He did it himself. Like, nothing. Like, it was the same thing.
Really? What? How did they get to that point?
Seattle PD. I don't know.
Okay, so is there any significance to that phrase "soaked in bleach"? Is that a Nirvana lyric? Is there something bleach at the scene?
It's a lyric.
Okay.
And "Come as You Are" is a lyric, and "Come as You Are."
Yeah.
Very good. And he says it kind of funny. He's like, "Soaked in bleach." It's kind of funny, so it's kind of iconic.
Well, so I hate when there's injustice and someone's getting away with stuff, but that's exactly what it sounds like. Brad, do you have a thought on this?
I don't know. Can you hear me? You can't hear me, can you?
No, I can't hear you now. What?
I don't know why. Because you muted me. You muted me. You muted me.
I muted your microphone on there. I didn't mute it on the phone.
I bet you hung up on me.
Oh, you hung up or something?
No, you hung up. I didn't hang up. You hung up.
Oh, sorry, hold on. He's talking. Hold on. Okay, did you?
I said you hung up. I didn't hang up.
I love you. I don't know how that
happened.
You
hung up on me. I was asking you. Can you see my screen now? Like if you look over here.
It's black. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just telling you, it's just black.
Why are you screen?
I'm just telling you what I see.
Really? You can't see that either.
Oh, she can't hear what you have to say.
Oh,
I guess I'll call you again. Hang on, I'll call you.
Oh
my gosh, this is the most professional show ever. Hang on, Kelly.
I'm saying really important stuff too.
He is saying very important.
The things I'm saying are profound.
It may be world changing, honestly.
It really could be. It certainly. And so anyway, that is the way I really look at the universe, and I think that is why the existence of God is probably laid out in all of its entirety right there.
Oh, she missed out the meeting.
Oh,
she didn't.
Kelly, go ahead and respond to my whole theory there on God and Court.
Can you respond to his whole theory on God and whatnot? No, you can't. Okay, very good. So, what else do we want to talk about today? Because that's dirty. I mean, I hate that. I did not know all these details at all.
Have any of this, Keith? You've never heard of any of this theory?
I've heard that there were suspicions and stuff like that. And I think back 20 years ago, maybe, I heard that it was physically impossible with the shotgun. But all of this other stuff, no, I haven't taken the time. Shame on me.
So this is hitting you for the first time.
Effectively.
Yeah.
Effectively.
It's justice for
Kurt. Okay. Yeah, I don't. And plus, it's not like Courtney Love is some sympathetic character ever. So it's not a stretch to think that she could have been the mastermind or at least
she's a bitch from hell.
So hold on a second, Kelly. How many people have we thought about this? How many people would Courtney Love have to involve in her plot and keep quiet? And how were they paid to keep quiet? And can we trace money transfers or anything like that?
I think it all has to come down to the nanny drug dealer. I mean, it wouldn't take more than that. It's like if he's a drug dealer, they know that he's living with them. Hey, Kurt, I got whatever. Like, let's get high. Maybe puts too much in a syringe, and then takes them up and kills them.
Hold on. Here's my question. Who dragged him to the greenhouse again? Do we know?
I think it was the dude, drug dealer dude.
Not drug.
Or was it a big guy?
That I can't.
Hold on, I'm the one drinking, bro.
I know, but it's, you get that delay that's just far enough that makes you try to slow down, and keep up.
You can't outsmart the delay, bro.
No,
It can't outsmart.
doesn't matter how much you try, you end up sounding like a tard.
Okay, so
it wouldn't take much to get him up there. He wasn't a big dude. I think I read somewhere when he died, he was like 135, 140 pounds.
Oh, so okay.
I could drag him up there.
If there was one, if someone's listening to this and they're saying, okay, you know what, this is very intriguing. Is there one specific documentary that you would recommend? Is it Soaked in Bleach?
Soaked in Bleach, 100%.
Is that on like Amazon, Netflix? What is?
I think it was on Netflix for a little while. I think you can find it on Amazon now.
Okay.
There's a bunch of books out there too.
We'll find it.
Don't you think the first one, Courtney?
That's a good one too. Yes, and that one's I think it's only on YouTube now. It's real old, and I think it's only on YouTube.
You know, I'm about to say something that's gonna to me, it sounds like a pro tip. But to everybody else, it's going to sound like I'm just a boomer and like I discovered this for the first time. but I will say that when I ask, is it on Netflix? Is it on Prime? And a lot of people don't realize this when I tell them this. If you have a Roku device, right, and you search on Roku for something, it will show you all of the options for everything.
I've tried doing that. It's not as easy as you make it sound.
What do you mean it's not as easy? What are you talking about, bro?
I don't know. What did I just say?
So when you go to Roku and you type in Kurt and Courtney or Courtney and Kurt,
you make it seem like you just go there and type in and hit Courtney.
And then at the bottom it says, "Oh, you could pay $1.99 on Prime, or you can get it for free at Netflix with a subscription." You're like, "Well, screw that! I'm not paying extra." I love. Never mind. Told you it's gonna sound like a boomer. Okay, so what else do we want to discuss? Because
before you move on,
yeah,
I did want to make a point that there's a fabulous video essay on YouTube right now that it's called Piracy is the Answer, and it's about all the different streaming services and now how everything's gotten so far out of hand that we're back to cable 2.0, paying too much for all of these different streaming services. And that it makes a really compelling argument for video piracy, which I just want to throw that.
Okay, so Brad, bring that to the table for tomorrow's Friday live stream, would you?
Huh?
Bring it to the table for tomorrow's Friday live stream.
Okay.
Okay. I tell you what, Kelly, why don't we do this? Why don't you find yourself like a good microphone setup? And then what we'll do is when we do the next Barflee, we'll pick a date that works for you, and we'll go over, because we still have half a dozen topics. That, I know. Right? And I don't want to do the whole show for the audience and for my arm's sake and just hold the microphone there, because we love having you on. So let's let me know when you get the microphone situation figured out. Okay. And we will have you back on, okay? All right,
sounds good.
All right, are you sure?
Sounds good.
You're pissed.
You're so.
Dude, she is pissed, Brad. Can't you tell? Okay, what does that mean?
Whenever they say, "Hey, don't worry about it," it's all
right. I swear, all we need from Kelly right now is "It's fine. I'm fine."
Yeah, I'm fine. You just
fine.
All right, Kelly. I will have you on again very soon. Please keep in touch. Let me know, okay? Thank you so much.
I'm sad now because I was really just here for Kelly, and now I'm stuck with you.
I miss you. Bye, Kelly. Bye. See you. Bye.
Okay. Why did you get rid of the chick?
What do you mean? Because what? I hung up on you, by the way. So now you can unmute your microphone. Okay? Okay, hang on. Now do I need to unmute your mic? Who unmutes who here? I don't even know how this site works. Hang on.
Me. There you go.
Okay.
Now you can hear me. No, it was just enough of that delay that I thought I was going to go insane.
She's
Damn
awesome.
it.
She's awesome.
Super awesome.
I love having her on. We need to get a microphone situation and have her back on.
Do we even know what the problem was?
No, that's the thing. She's going to go to Amazon and buy a microphone, and it's still not going to work.
Before she does that, though, I mean,
what?
We don't even know that's what the issue was. I mean, it's frustrating. I'm frustrated. I am just.
Oh no! Hang on.
I'm tense and frustrated now.
Do you remember last week?
Can you rub my feet the way you usually do when I get tense and frustrated?
It's fine, baby.
It'll make me feel better.
Listen. Do you remember last week? You're gonna love this. I'm so sorry. I'm apologizing to Brad in advance. It's a public apology. Brad Staggs.
Don't grovel.
This you've been asking me about your screen situation on my screen, right?
Yeah.
And I said it's black.
Right.
And that's all I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So put that on a shelf for just a moment.
Okay.
Do you remember last week before we went live with Rebecca, and she had connected behind the scenes? She had connected probably 10 minutes before I scrolled down.
Oh yeah.
And I realized, oh shit, she's connected. Hi, Rebecca. Okay. Yeah. Well, when I just got rid of Kelly, for lack of a better term.
When you dumped the babe.
Okay, her screen went away, and so apparently I need to remember how to scroll down because
suddenly there's mine.
I see Brad's screen now, and it's this. Oh, good Lord, what is happening? What is that?
That was the image I wanted to bring up there because it looks doesn't she look like a freaking monster from hell? I mean, she looks like she's ready to eat Kurt Cobain there. She was like a monster compared to him. She outweighed him by a good 30 lbs. And isn't that Francis, the kid, who, by the way, do you know how old Francis is now?
Oh, God,
30 frickin' 2.
Oh, gosh.
It doesn't feel like that much time has gone by.
I am becoming less and less of a fan of time.
I know, it sucks balls.
The older I get, the less I like time. Okay,
it's a man-made construct. First of all, let's not forget about that. I just want to go
on record of saying I don't like time.
Oh man, and Julie left the chat. Julie's like Julie forever. She says, "Bye all." Sorry guys, my ears can't take it anymore.
Oh no. Well, then she can go to YouTube later, and because Wes fixes the audio when it's on delay. Like he'll put it on Rumble.
Wes, good luck.
And Spotify. Poor Wes.
Kobe says, "Oh, good. Now we have congested resonant Brad."
I don't understand what happened. I don't see
congested.
This is why I have to go to this thing to see the other comments. Okay. Oh no. Yeah. How you feeling anyway?
I feel fine now. The drugs have kicked in for the most part fully. I was so.
Yeah. What did you have for real?
I don't know what. I went to the I think it's called Rapid, whatever the hell. It's like one of those quickie clinics where you go in for a quickie.
Like urgent care.
Yeah, but that sounds like you're dying and my arm fell off and I need help stapling it back on. Urgent care. It wasn't really urgent. It was like, it's just one of those places where you go hey, look, I just need to get a hold of some good drugs and inject them into me so I can leave. But when I got there, and it was like 20 minutes away from the motel here, and I get there and I walk in and because I have to be pretty much dying before I go to the doctor because I'm stubborn that way.
Kudos to you, by the way, bro.
And so I finally, I'll go, and it's like, can I have your ID and your insurance card? I'm like, here's my ID, and I'm looking around. It's
no!
Oh, I was pissed. Then I find out that I don't even have an insurance card anymore because now it's like, it's electronic, which I'm a fan of the electronic. I'm not that big a boomer that I don't want to have electronic insurance cards, but I had been told that I had the electronic card sent to me, but I wasn't aware of it. So anyway, I said, well, you know what? I'll come back later. And then, so after I left the place and drove all the way back to the home, I was like, I'm not getting back in the vehicle and driving back over there again. Screw it. And so and it felt like it was going away. Was that just yesterday? Holy shit, that was just yesterday.
So you still don't know what you had?
I still don't. And I will not. I refuse to take a test in a box with a fox on a plane in a drain. It's not the Rona. I know that because this isn't what the Rona does, is it? What does the Rona even do?
I think it changes year to year, person to person.
Is that?
Yeah, I think it just now
because
it kind of freewheels it now.
It really does. I mean, I don't.
Right?
I'm not going to take a Rona test because now I'm just morally opposed to it. And
agreed.
So Brad sounds like AM radio. I do kind of actually. Thank you, Toby. Kelly also sounds like AM radio. Oh. Jonathan says Brad is on drugs and Keith is drinking. Great combo for radio. Right? Technically, this isn't radio.
Don't start.
Well, it isn't.
Before we go any further,
but I missed my point.
Oh, yeah. Your point was.
So the whole point was I was going to get Kelly all excited about because she's Roswell too, like she's into the Roswell thing.
Oh yeah.
And one of the things that is going out, she's never coming back.
No, she's coming back. Relax. Save your question.
She's never coming back.
Save your.
That's what they all say before you. I'm going to run down to the gas station, get a pack of smokes, and that's the last thing you ever hear from them.
Hold on, before I close your screen here, I just want to say you're running out of time to take advantage of the Southwest Airlines Love Field $80. Be sure.
You know what? Can I say fuck them?
Bro, let's talk about Southwest Airlines.
But let me make my point first, because I was going to tell Kelly and everybody else about the exciting thing that's going into this next quarter's Insider subscriber box. It's going to be replicas of the pieces of alien craft and tech that were found at Roswell. This is some of the reproduced pieces of the alien materials that were found at Roswell.
Hold it right up to the camera there.
Meticulously. Can you see them okay?
How do I get those?
You have to be a subscriber. I can't show them too closely because then you just steal them from me. You just don't try to take. Oh, we've got to do that sometime. Is do one of these things where.
Let me get a better look. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, you do. You see where I'm going, don't you?
Yeah. Hang on.
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
do it again. Do it again.
You're right. Here you go. You go ahead.
I'm taking it. Oh, yeah.
You got it. See?
Yes. Wait, it's a ballpoint pen. You lying.
It changed. It's what alien materials do.
That's what happens when it goes through the fiber optics. Okay,
it does. Yes.
So how do people get the piece of the replica?
Well, you go to thedailymojo.com and then you click on Insider Club, and then you become a supporter of the platform and the channel. And you, if you are, I don't know, it's one of the higher up thingy do's where you have to pay for different levels. And but if you do pay for if you climb off your freaking stack of money and send us some of it, because you don't need all that freaking money.
Yeah. Come on, help a brother out.
You greedy SOB sitting out there.
You know who you are. Somebody's watching right now going, I've been freeloading up this shit for a long time.
And then we don't like that.
Fork it over.
Right.
TheDailyMojo.com. I would like to know where Mr. Jonathan Mole, are you on an American Airlines flight right now?
American Airlines as well while you're at it.
Wait, hold on. He says American Airlines computers make Keith's setup look like Area 51. So does that mean you're...
Yeah, what does that mean?
I'm trying to figure out what an American Airlines computer is. Are you on an American Airlines flight?
Computers make Keith's.
I don't know. I need more information from Jonathan Mole.
And Lep keeps saying we should do a Roswell Mojo meetup. I would love that down in Roswell. Okay. I hope that we can get that done. I don't know yet, but
so I'm gonna be in Roswell on or about. Damn it! I bought the worst fucking calendar ever. Like I can't explain this calendar adequately. It sucks. It sucks donkey balls.
How do you?
Hang on.
Wow, you had me at donkey balls.
In August, around the hold on, watch this. This is how I have to do this to get to August. Let's see here. August 19, 20, 20, around the 25 through 27-ish of August.
Of August?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
have you been to Roswell before or no?
Just drove through it, haven't stopped.
Okay. It's a fascinating little town.
Yeah.
It's
town or a museum or both?
Both.
So you think I should spend time in the town or just
the museum? It's an interesting. We spent a weekend there, and you could come up with enough stuff to do. But like when Don Schmidt was on a couple of 2 or 3 weeks ago, however how long ago that was, and he lives there, right?
No, he does not.
I thought he lived there. Anyway.
Yeah, I did too, but he doesn't.
As I was going off your nod to him thinking he lived there, I'm like, well, Keith knows he lives there, so I'm going to say he lives there too. And nope.
He travels back and forth. So
between that universe and a different
yes, and I don't know how often he's in Roswell, and I'm not going to ask because I don't want to mess him up with the IRS. So I will say that the
IRS after him too.
No, I'm saying you say like where you lived a certain amount of the year.
Right. I'm not named.
So August 14th he'll be back on here.
Hold on, you're coming in clearer now.
So August 14th, Mr. Schmidt, Don Schmidt, he will be back on here for part 2 of our Roswell discussion. And then, I'm giving you guys plenty of heads up. It's freaking 3.5 months away. But August 14th will be the last show until after Labor Day. How's that make you feel?
Can you wear white after Labor Day? Do you go that far?
Oh, yeah, that's very important to me. I will not wear... what was the thing again?
White.
What? How does that start? Google that for me.
I did actually once because I was fascinated as Grocket. Is that a thing, or was she just trying to be hip and cool?
I think it's a thing now. It's better than Google.
Why can't you? I can't.
Can I just
wait
say,
a minute?
Hold on.
I just typed in "why can't you wear" and it auto-filled white after Labor Day.
F you, Google. I don't like being listened to. Except for in the context of this show.
Are we still going to go swinging later?
What the fuck? By the way, let me show you this. Lep, it's never been acknowledged, I don't believe. What a cool hat, right?
Leprechauns wear hats like that.
Oh, is that what Oh yeah, it's I thought never mind. I didn't realize it was.
He's not a leper. He's a leprechaun. Anyhow, the rule against wearing white after Labor Day, long-standing fashion tradition, not a rule that's enforced in any way. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Google
We're gonna arrest your ass if we see you in white.
Don't laugh. They might. It is 2025. It stems from the idea that white was a color associated with summer and leisure, and after Labor Day, blah blah blah.
Okay, what is this? Is this what this is? This is the anti-Don Johnson rule.
It kind of is.
You know what? That's not cool. They targeted one guy, and with this stupid rule.
Well, this happened, well, hold on a second. Today, the rule, you might want to know that today the rule is considered outdated by many, and wearing white after Labor Day is perfectly acceptable.
Now I'm doing it just because you won't tell me what to do, and you won't tell me what to wear. I may not wear anything, Did you know that white clothes can be more difficult to keep clean? Say that again?
It says right here, white clothes can be more difficult to keep clean, especially in the city with dirt and grime.
You know what? I have discovered there is a
Kaboom. Kaboomer.
You know what? Hang on. There's this cleaner, and they're not an advertise. No, it's downstairs. Never mind.
Is that a euphemism?
No. There is a cleaner that you mix with water and stuff, and it is the most powerful thing. This is what sucks, man. I'm giving you guys life hacks, and I'll try to remember before the Friday live stream because I don't have it in here. I've got to show you this stuff. It is so amazing. It'll clean the shower. It'll clean your clothes. It sounds like they're paying me. They pay me jack shit. I'm just telling you that I have a cleaner.
It's a dessert topping. It's a floor wax.
we secretly changed Keith's shower cleaner with whatever the hell it's called. It's awesome. It's very expensive though.
Mm-hmm.
I tried it, and then they
rust out works well too, Danny.
So. Really? Okay. Very good.
What's
wait? Hold on.
How far is the actual crash site from Roswell? It's a ways out there. It's like an hour away.
But see, I like to do this every summer. And
Swing? Or wear white?
No. It's called Get Away from the Texas Heat. And I spend most of my time in Colorado.
Roswell's
going to be hot as hell.
Yes.
So once I leave Colorado and I commit to New Mexico, then to Texas the rest of the way, I'm back into summer. So I don't. That's why I'm I don't know how many days I'm going to spend in Roswell necessarily.
You're not going there for the crisp summer days because your ass will melt out there in the heat.
Mm-hmm. You want to meet me out there in August, bro?
Are we going to go swinging?
What the fuck? No. Good Lord, man.
I like this. You know, when you're swinging in those chairs, you get the breeze more going on you, and you can get everything all breezed out. If you think about it, all whiffed and
all
stuff.
Whiffed?
All
Wait,
whiffed and stuff.
All whiffed.
All whiffed and stuff.
So let's see here. What else?
Whiffed like Bill Belichick. He's whiffed, isn't he?
Okay, what's going on there?
No, he's whipped.
He is. Hey, did you hear that Jordan? I can't even remember her last name. Did you hear that she was wearing a ring on that finger the other day?
No. He's not going to.
Hold on. That's my level of concern. That's my level of concern for Bill Belichick. Okay. The headline said, Jordan, whatever the hell her last name is, seen wearing a ring on that finger. Yours truly did not click that because I don't care. I'm just letting you know. That's what the headline said.
Well, that's the joke about the guy who goes into the dentist, and he sits down. The dentist is like, "Open your mouth." Starts cleaning, and the dentist goes, "Hey, you see that dental assistant over there?" And he goes, "Yeah." He says, "I'm boffing her," and the guy goes, "Why are you telling me?" He says, "Hell, I'm telling everyone." Do you know at some point Bill Belichick looks up?
Did not come in very clear, and I'm pissed. I want to hear a clean rim shot, please.
Hey!
That's bad. Okay.
You're still not hearing it? It's not.
Yeah. It's good. Bill Belichick. What? What were you about to say?
Hey!
No. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Yeah,
I don't either.
It's fine.
You're not hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Oh my gosh! What were you saying about Bill Belichick?
Who's Bill Belichick? I don't even know now. I've no idea. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I interrupted you and that messed up your train of thought. That's the first sign of dementia, bro. I'm sorry.
What? Who is? I don't even know anymore.
Do you have
I know what it is. He's tired. Gosh. He looks over at that and he goes, "Boy, am I tired of that." And that's that's true.
Oh, you're okay. Yeah, he's had.
He looks over, especially if he looks over and he sees that. Can you see that now?
Oh, sorry. Oh, he sees that.
No, see, you have to push the button.
Yeah, my bad.
You just can't wish it. When he looks over and he see, you know that look. You know that look. Every man knows, and some lesbian women know that look. Wow. And that look, that is no, you go ahead and go to sleep. Everything will be fine. You just go ahead and take your nap and everything will be fine when you wake up.
Hey, real quick, because there's no good time to really show this, but
are you pregnant?
Yes. I'm gonna name it Brad Jr. So I don't know where my kids got this collection of like emoji balls. See that? Look at that thing. And they were sitting over.
They were holding your emoji ball.
I'm holding my emoji ball. So this. What? Somebody help me out. What the hell? What emotion is this trying to evoke? Anger?
I don't know. It's the demon one because there's no pupils.
Is it constipation? Like what is happening? Okay, so there's
That's a good point.
That's that one. Now this one is like, I don't know. I think he's trying to be like hee, but it looks creepy as well, right?
Silver eyeshadow.
Okay, this guy is he's yummy or something. I don't know what's going on there either. Okay, there's that one.
Have you seen the look?
He's scared. He's scared right there. That
is scared, and that's the.
Have you ever seen the Eli Manning Saturday Night Live bit where he's on the? Fuck, man, I can't even get this story. I could never be a weatherman on TV, So what is the story there? I mean, have you seen the Eli Manning? Everyone, continue to watch this show, but however, later you must go to YouTube and type in Eli Manning SNL courtroom because
I don't think I've seen that one
because he's asked to. They read texts to him that he has sent out to women, and he has to. It's okay. Hold on. What's it? What? Okay, what is this one? This is he's not happy. He's like, I can't talk about this. So I don't know where these came from,
but they're kind of. Oh wait! Oh! Yep, you've got that one right side up now. Yes.
Wait, what?
There you go. Yeah, put the X at the top. No. Go the other way. Spin it. There you go.
What?
Now that almost makes it look like that's just a person looking up at the boo-boo on their head.
Oh.
See? But the first one that you held up with the no pupils reminded me of the meme that I saw. I think it was earlier this morning.
Is this one possessed?
Okay, that's what it looks like, because look at the image I just put up on my screen, because this is the note to self: don't look at the floor trying to look cute when you have silver eyeshadow on, because then it just looks like you're a demon.
Kidding. That is not good.
Isn't that weird?
That's a bad look.
Don't look at the floor trying to look.
That's a bad look. Yikes. I bet it's accentuated because she's black.
Yes, it is.
And so it kind of stands out more.
What?
You know what? Honestly.
Remember that
you should put dots. We'll make it look like eyes at that point.
Remember the picture of all the white chicks and there was the black chick in the picture, but the contrast was set so that you couldn't see her. It was like, how many women are in this photograph?
No.
Remember it? Oh, you don't remember that?
No, I've seen a white chick like that at the beach. There's a white chick at a beach, and it says like, I don't know what it says, but she's like invisible. She like blends in with the sand.
Yeah. But can't be seen. Can't be. How? Okay, boomer. I'm like, just ask the question of Mr. Grockle. Google was a racist photo of a bunch of, because that's what it is. It's like, how many are there? And it's like, there's 8, you racist, because you can't. You know what you call? Do you know what you call a black man in space, Keith?
Oh no, I'm afraid that I'm not answering this.
What? You don't know what you call a black man in space?
An astronaut.
An astronaut, you racist.
What are we going to talk about tomorrow with Rebecca?
How much she loves living in Sweden.
What? It's Norway. What did I say?
Same thing.
What did I? Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna give a little behind the scenes for the good folk here. Let me, because I got to look up my the email that I sent you. Hang on. So here,
women meme with.
Okay, here we go. So we got topics that include but are not limited to. We got to talk about that fight that I sent you. Brad, I know you haven't clicked on the email I sent you. Just nod along and act like you have.
I love that email.
You wing it. So what did you think about the couple that fought with the guy at the football game?
It was crazy. I mean, the fight
right?
the way at the football game. Yeah, right? I mean, it's in public. It's nuts that way.
Have you ever heard of the phrase dog comms?
Who hasn't dog comms? Right.
And be thinking about the Melania body double at the Pope Francis funeral.
Well, of course,
crazy stuff. Right?
There's a couple of they use her underwear.
Ladies and gentlemen, what I am doing is I am reading the email for Brad so that he doesn't have to read it before tomorrow's Friday live stream at 3 p.m. Eastern here on X. Right. The other thing that we're going to talk about, which you don't need me to tell you because you obviously already read the email.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
We have 3 Epstein accusers now dead. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that one. And then
she commit suicide?
Her family says so it must be true. Let's see here.
Even though she 5 years ago said I'm not suicidal. Now a lot can change in 5 years. Yep. She tweeted out that I'm not suicidal.
I know, but a lot of stuff has happened to her.
A lot of stuff can happen in 5 years. I get 6 years.
Okay,
I get it. But
and then what is the what's
that little habit that I have that most people don't know about? I'll tell you what it is.
I'm never going to talk about that on air.
Oh, you didn't want the little finger thing?
You told me in confidence, so I don't want to.
Okay, I'll never mention it.
What is the 100 men versus the gorilla thing? That's stupid. I want you to talk about that tomorrow. But you already knew that was in the email.
I did know that was in the email.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to note that there is no mildew or what was it, fungus growing at the bottom of my
mung,
my frickin'
of your butt plug cup.
My Grimace is not a butt plug, it's Grimace.
Grimace is a butt plug.
He's not a butt plug.
He's a butt plug.
Shame on you.
He is a giant purple butt plug. I'm sorry, but that's what he is. And why do you have to shame him? What is wrong with being a giant purple butt plug? It's 2025. If you want to identify as a giant purple butt plug, I support your right with whatever pronouns, even if your pronouns are my butt plug.
Time out. First of all, no, Jonathan, I'm not disappearing to Colorado for a month. It's only 2 weeks. Okay. And then the other part of that is the other thing I wanted to put up here. Where is this? Where did it go? I just saw it.
It's on my screen. That's where.
Look at this. Look, another Jonathan comment. Jonathan really participating today. I've never really gotten all this kind of commentary from him. I thought her dad came out today and said they got to her. I didn't hear that.
I have not heard that either.
Quite a development then.
That's the image you were looking for right there.
Oh my word! Put that in a Happy Meal. Don't.
4 hours ago, New York Post. Virginia Giuffre's father insists she didn't die by suicide. Somebody got to her.
Can you email that to me, please? Do my job for me for tomorrow's Pat Gray Unleashed. Do my show prep. I haven't done any show prep. By this time on most days,
take a look. First of all, and I'll send it. But,
I have to look at what you put on your screen. You want me to put that on the screen?
I mean, if you want to, we didn't discover it after all.
Oh, there we go. Cool.
Okay. That is so freaking weird. I mean, it's not weird.
Now they're going to get to him. He better watch out.
And this on top of what the hell? Look at that other headline in there. Porn star decapitated couple kept heads in freezer before dumping remains at popular landmark.
What a good way to go out, though. Am I right?
You go out doing what you love, right?
Have you ever read the book Captains and the Kings? Please.
Sorry, I'm still no. What's in the Captains and the Kings book?
Well, you need to read it. I don't like fiction.
Where does the king keep his armies? That's what I want to know.
So I'm not a big fiction fan.
In his sleeveys.
I don't get it.
Neither do I.
Where does the king keep his armies? Oh, and it's okay, dear God. Had too much to drink. Now your jokes aren't making sense. Not that they normally do. Mm-hmm. So and it keeps his armies in his sleeveys. I got it now. Sorry.
Tequila really is good when it's watered down.
Thank you. So I don't read a lot of fiction. I will say that my favorite book of all time, however, is a fiction book, and it is To Kill a Mockingbird. Mm-hmm. And it's the only book that I've read twice. Isn't that crazy?
That is kind of weird. That is weird.
Okay, so there's that. And then Captains and the Kings, everybody needs to read that, because then you can understand the world we're living in today, even though it's fiction, according to Taylor Caldwell. But there's a scene in that book where an individual, a gentleman, goes out with a smile on his face. I'll say.
He came and went.
I feel like we should probably wrap it up right there.
Does feel like it's about that time.
That's accurate. No, Brad, you are such a trooper. I am so grateful that you hung out today, because I know you've been sick as a dog all week. You and I are on a group chat, and I didn't realize that you were so deathly ill until I think yesterday.
I wasn't. I don't even think it was deathly.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to really even seem like it was that.
You're that tough. You're just a man. You know?
I just needed a little pussy.
All right. Look at there.
Oh shit. Hold on, I just sat on myself.
Shave that thing.
Whoa, this is gonna get awkward in a minute. Uh-oh. Hey, I just unplugged myself so I can't hear anything.
Oh good. Let's talk about
I can't hear you, but I really should be able to hear you, because
Hi, Doc Kitty.
Cat is really not comfortable right now. I'm sitting on my own tail.
Oh no. Do you have his
oh, that's the cat's
tail. Do you have his Batman mask? Oh, he can't hear me.
Wait a second. I'll be able to hear you all in a second.
We'll just wait. We'll just wait patiently for Brad to get his ears back in.
Mine right now.
But not, yeah.
There we go. Now I can hear you.
Okay, so and then that's the way the God particle was discovered.
It's the way. I like it.
So I got a question. I got a question.
Yes.
you've seen the Batman or the Batman kitty cat video. No, I don't want to see his butthole. I'm not into his butthole at all on any level.
You could be for $9.95 a month. He has an OnlyFans. What? You act like it's 2025. Look, don't be such a prude.
So, do you have
he's
the
not
Batman?
Unhappy about it.
Do you have the Batman mask, and can you demonstrate with us? Because that video is hilarious. Where the cat.
Okay, he's bye. Whoa! He went all the way down in the pit of hell.
Oh no!
He's
bro.
gone. Yeah,
really?
He's gone. We'll never see him again. He just.
No!
All the way down.
I hate that.
Whoa! It was rough.
I hate that for him.
Lord, I hate it when they shed.
Oh yeah.
And the cat does it.
I told you to shake it. This is what happens to me when I drink.
There's hardwood floors. There's
Get
the carpet.
out of that, dog! I got a dog in here. You know, you put a wrapper on the floor, and they think they can. You know what? You eating that cellophane? I'm not taking you to the doctor, Tanner.
And here's the worst thing: is this particular animal has a thing for Post-it notes. When you crumple a Post-it note, if you do that, it's like shoop.
Oh my gosh!
Right,
bro.
there, and I don't even know what is it about a Post-it note being crumpled.
Hold on. Where's my picture of Gertrude? Hang on. Yeah, right here. Look at this. Right here. This
dirty.
Until Tanner came along. Did you ever meet Gertie?
I don't.
Anyway, Gertrude.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you remember when you brought that huge table from the Blaze that they were getting rid of?
Yes.
Okay.
Not the one that fell out of the back of the tree.
If it did, you didn't tell me. Anyway, you're like, it's merely a flesh wound. Anyway,
the flesh will come back to you.
If you brought that table here before 2017, you met her.
I did, so I must have.
Yeah, or 2015 or whatever the hell.
Whenever the hell I brought it, yes.
She died September of 2015. So anyway, yeah, you brought that big art table for the kids.
Yeah.
So so whenever I would crumble up Post-it notes or a little piece of paper, she was like getting to like attack mode. And so
isn't that weird?
But hang on, it gets better. If I threw it, she would be like, no, not interested. Okay. This is fascinating. And I don't understand the pet psychology here. But if I would throw the paper ball, she wouldn't care as much as if I put it in my hand and flicked it and then I launched it. And then she would go and chase it down, fetch it, bring it back to me. So what I did eventually is when I had time is I would set up all these like newspaper kids. There's these things called newspapers. It's a long story.
We used to cut down trees, chop them up into little bitty pieces, crush them, smooth them out, take ink and write words onto the crushed up trees. Then we would roll those up, put a rubber band around them, and throw them in your driveway overnight.
I have a question. What's ink?
Kids, we used blood at first.
You know what? It's so funny you mentioned that because this morning I just had the thought. This very morning, I leave at random times in the morning, depending on when I wake up. The alarm is set for 3. I never make it to 3. I wander out of the house at random times. It just occurred to me this morning, ironically enough, with you talking about paper boys and deliveries, newspaper stuff. It used to be once every few weeks when I'd leave the neighborhood, I'd see the paper man boy tossing papers and shit.
See the paper man boy come down. He was a strange fellow. About that time.
I thought this very morning, Brad, I thought, I haven't seen the paper man boy. I haven't seen him in years. Years. I haven't seen the paper man boy in my neighborhood. Paper boy man.
He was a strange little man boy, he was.
Now, what the audience doesn't
Where did he go?
I'm trying to figure it out. Are we going to hit 5 o'clock Eastern first, or are we going to hit 1,000 viewers? Because right now we're at 996, and so help me. You better
get to 1,000, bail.
If we get to 1,000, we are out. Now people are going to start clicking out.
Bastards.
So anyway, what were we talking? Oh yeah, so I would have these newspapers on the floor, right?
The man bear pig.
And Gert would go and get the pieces of paper, the wadded up little Post-it note that I'd flick, and she'd bring it back, and then she would slide through the paper that was on the floor. It was a production. That cat lived. Listen to me.
I'm listening.
I adopted that cat in Norfolk, Nebraska. Brought it back to Lincoln, Nebraska.
In Norfolk?
Norfolk, Nebraska. And
I love Norfolk, Nebraska.
I'm telling you. When YouTube sends me an email that says that we've demonetized your video because
you keep saying Norfolk, Nebraska?
It's a city. Let it go. So,
thank you.
So Gert was born in Norfolk, Nebraska.
I love Norfolk, Nebraska.
You know what? They call it Norfolk or Norfolk, but we call it Norfolk.
Norfolk, Nebraska. 998.
My apologies if you're driving around with your kids right now. I love you.
There's nothing wrong with Norfolk, Nebraska.
No, there's Johnny
Don't
Carson's
make
hometown.
it into a bigger.
And it's also the hometown of Karen Link. What are we looking at? What is distracting?
998.
Yeah, we're at 1001 now. I should probably just hang up.
Oh, it doesn't say there. Yeah, you're right.
Can I finish my story though?
You were
this cat Gertrude, the smartest creature I knew until Tanner came along.
Right.
Gert lived in Norfolk, then lived with me in college in Lincoln, Nebraska, and then moved to Atlanta, Georgia with me. And then we moved to Houston, Texas. And then we moved to Omaha, Nebraska. Then we moved to Charleston, South Carolina. Then we moved to New York, New Jersey. Then we moved to Dallas, Texas. That cat lived 17 and a half years and lived in 8 places. And you know what sucks is when you lose a pet that has been with you for so long, it's like your last connection to, for me, it was college, right? In Lincoln.
Or Norfolk, Nebraska.
Or no, that's Carrie's hometown. That's just where we adopted the cat. I'm not connected
I happen to like Norfolk, Nebraska.
Hold on.
I don't know why that's so controversial.
Hold on. We call this, in my house, we call this delaying the inevitable. I have work to do for tomorrow's Pat Gray Unleashed, which is going to have at this point, very few video clips.
Except for Virginia Giuffre's dad coming out and saying...
Right. But my point is, this is where, like, if we have stuff we have to clean or a closet we have to organize, we just figure out a way to delay the inevitable. And I feel like that's what we're doing now. Like, I need to go and prep for tomorrow's show, but instead, we're talking about Norfolk, Nebraska.
Right.
And my question is, what is your favorite thing about Norfolk?
I think just being there. I think just being in Norfolk, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Just being in the middle of it. I enjoy it. I enjoy the whole experience. Really, quite frankly, from beginning to end.
I will tell you.
It's like a climactic experience when you've been there.
You know, one thing that people don't realize about Norfolk is it gets wet quite a bit. So
it does. Bring a towel. Wisconsin Jackal says, who listens to this with kids? That's a great question.
It's a smart person right there.
Brad enjoys the humidity. I do enjoy the humidity in Norfolk, Nebraska.
It's sticky. You know what I'm saying?
It's very sticky. Again, I recommend bringing
Brad,
the blue shop towel.
So Brad, can you am I being too forward with you to just put you on the spot and say, hey, because I'm going to be in Roswell, New Mexico on August 25th-ish through 27th-ish, I need you to be there. Look, this is the gayest. But
if I'm already,
this is a calendar. I paid good money for this calendar, and it can't even stay on the wall. You piece of good.
You can't. You know what? It's bad if you can't keep that up, especially when you're in Norfolk, Nebraska. That's a problem.
So who wants to hang out in Roswell, New Mexico?
Well, I will have. It's possible that I will have been there previously.
Hang on. You know, the aliens suck. They should have been in Roswell in August 25th-ish. Hang on. I will tell you exactly when I'm going to be in Roswell. Hang on. Well, it's hard to know because I'm camping in northern New Mexico. I think it'll be around the 25th. Yeah, but it's just roughly the 25th. No, 20. Hang on.
Look at this. There's another headline at the New York Post. Experienced skydiver with over 400 jumps appears to have leapt to her death on purpose. Why would you? Why?
You know, it's better to do it that way than to jump off of a bridge onto an interstate during rush hour traffic and affect thousands of people.
It's kind of rude, yes. Doing it.
Right. You find a good out of the way place. Like I've often said, if I ever do this, it's going to be like the Grand Canyon because I don't want to like mess up people's commutes.
I don't want to think about it on the way.
I'm gonna mess up people's commutes.
I don't want there's way too much time to change your mind on the way down.
That's a good point.
This is really a bad idea.
That's a good point. You know what? Where was this? Where was this calendar meeting? Guys, I don't feel like doing show prep for Pat tomorrow. So let's just wing it on the Friday show. And let's just hang out right now. Brad, you don't have anything going on tonight, right? You're just hanging out, right?
Yeah.
All right. So just ask. Okay. So now we're going to do Ask Brad Anything.
Once in college, but I was drunk, so it really doesn't count.
You know what? I want to know where this calendar was made because now I'm pissed.
China.
It's got to be.
If you can't get it up on the wall, it's in China. And there's nothing acute about that. And you're in China. That's all I got.
Oh, you know what? While I've got y'all here, let me just real quickly say that
too late.
It's frustrating.
You should have gone out when they hit 1,000.
No, it's frustrating that I can't comment like Brad can on the chat.
I can. Why can't you?
Bro, I don't know.
It won't let you talk?
It's how like on the internet, like when something's gray and you can't click it, that's what it says for my chat on the StreamYard link. Makes me sad. So I can.
Why are you on StreamYard? Why don't you just have it open in a different tab on X? Because that's what I do.
Because just for the record, I'm still not logged in because I don't remember the login for the Twitter.
I've got to go. I cannot spend another minute here. I really have got to.
Hey, I really do hope you feel better. And don't forget, you've already agreed to be a part of tomorrow's show as well. So.
Hold on a second. You're breaking up just a little bit.
Yeah, you and Rebecca are already committed to tomorrow.
I can't hear. Can you hear them?
Yep.
You can't hear them, can you? You can hear them?
I can hear it. I hear it.
I don't know what that one guy gets so excited about, but he sure.
What is that? What are we listening to?
That's Grok's idea of a bunch of people. Brad,
Stacey.
Can you find Keith a Sony ECM?
No, that's for Kelly.
Well, I can see it on your screen.
I know, but Kelly needs.
Why an ECM 51? Why don't you? What do you have to go get an expensive one like that for? You can get a Movo, and those Movos are mofos. Let me just tell you.
Brad, find a microphone for Kelly, please.
I did.
Okay. Send it to her.
It's a good time. I gotta go.
Send her the link to Amazon or whatever.
Amazon.
Hey, I hope you feel better.
This little Amazon.
Hope you feel better. Get some rest. Take some ivermectin just in case. And I will see you tomorrow. I'll see all of you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll do a Friday live stream with Brad if he's feeling up to it, and Rebecca. And we got a lot of good stuff to cover. What are you squinting? What is the problem?
I just needed to figure out how to get out of this place.
I hit in stream.
No, but
and then you. Oh, you're gonna leave. Look, he wants the power. He wants to feel the upper hand. Then we'll let Brad figure out how to leave before I hit the.
Hey, look stream. What I found in my.
Holy crap! Oh no! Where's the end stream? Oh no! Okay, he's gone. All right. I love y'all. Thank you so much. 3 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget all the good places where we hang out. At the Mike Show on Instagram tonight at 8:00 Eastern. Hero West is going to put this up on YouTube. And Rumble, and then what were the times again? Hell, I already lost it. Sorry, Wes. Tomorrow it's 8 a.m. Eastern. I think it'll be on Spotify and iTunes and so on and so forth. And y'all are awesome. Thanks for tolerating me. Holy crap! I've got to piss so bad. Gotta go. Bye.